Hello, War. Welcome on in. Thank you for the resub there, buddy. Much appreciated. Need to turn monitor off on there. Still got that set up for me. Discord streaming thing. I still got the image of cheese at the top there. Hang on. Let me take that off. It's a random block of cheese. Oh, right. Oh, God. That is a 9. Apparently you get to decide my loadout. Oh, right. Before we get on to any of that, though, I was just having to get my certifications, and we upgrade Raphael to the next level of Fist Fighter. I fucking knew you would as well. Gotta take the Wrens into the next fight. Great.
Yeah, I passed.
Nice. Alright. There is something I want to do first, though. We'll do some battles in the next week. I actually want to go and explore Monastery first because there is a bow tournament going on. And I reckon Claude will do very well at that, if he's about.
If you must weep, then weep. I shall be here for you.
Oh, that's actually quite sweet. Thank you, Sophus.
Well, it would be ridiculous to not feel anything after something like that. Go on and let it out. I am here.
What has happened to my beard? So if you don't remember what happened last time, Jarrell got stabbed in the back and died. Which was annoying. Like, I knew the guy was going to die at some point because there's a few things that sort of hinted towards it and what, in conversations and whatnot. What a shit way to go. Especially for someone who's meant to be like a well-renowned soldier slash mercenary. And he just gets stabbed in the back by some douchebag. I was not happy about that. Pardon me. Yay! Yes, I'd like to read the voice. Whenever I go for a walk, I get the strange feeling that someone's watching me. Who could it be? She might like that answer. There are many citizens of the Empire who are currently in despair. I think it's time for a change in leadership. Perhaps someone new could ascend the throne. Well, he seems to think he's a dog to bollocks. Right, I want to go do this tournament very quick. Hopefully it lets me use, Claude. When the character says I'm so happy, I could... Pretty much. And then they do. What's Raphael doing?
You gotta keep yourself active during tough times, Professor.
Oh, man.
Even if it seems impossible. That's how I got through it when I lost my parents. If you need help with anything, just come and see me. Eating and training are my specialties.
You big softy. Do I have any 5-star gifts for you? Nothing I could give him, no. Okay. Right then. Claude! 21 times 2. Fuck you now. Go on, Claude, get up.
That's the golden deal.
And 6 critical as well, so he does have a chance. Of dealing a critical, I mean. He should have a fair chance at actually winning. Hopefully. Oh, cheeky.
Never underestimate an outsider.
Sorry, Vendetta, I'm pretty sure you don't deserve to be kneecapped. How much is the HP refill? 30, okay. I should be able to survive this. There's even a chance he might miss, so... Nah, poor sport.
Sorry, but victory is mine.
Yeah, I'm cool. On to the semis, and I still got some HP restores, so... Petra, 9×2. She's got a pretty high chance of critical, though. Oh no, I read that wrong. Never mind, I'll shut my mouth. Petra, or as I call it, Starfire! I don't...
It was a good try.
Come on, Claude. Finals. Yep, thank you. 16 my 81 hit. I got more damage, he has less health, and I got a chance at criticals. Should have this in the bag, not unless the game really wants to give me the middle finger. Nice.
Sorry, but victory is mine.
Hell yeah! Thank you, Cord. Got me plenty of money, got me some seals. Happy days. Sweet! Can I just keep entering Claude into this? I should probably do other things in the monastery first. Right. What missions I got round here? Look for Geralt's belongings in his quarters. Okay, I'll head up there in a little bit. Let's go do me gardening, me food and whatnot.
Professor.
Hey, dude.
It is a shame what happened to Geralt. I am sorry. There are no words. Leave some flowers on his grave for me.
Harvest. Premium magic herbs. Oh, that sounds delightful. In there. I don't know. Let's put some mixed ones, some root vegetables, and purple flower seeds. Why not? Yep. Cultivate. Bone meal, please. Okay. People need to cheer. It's not like somebody died. No, it's like. Can you not say depressed about it? Hey, how's it going?
To Geralt, it's terrible. If there's anything I can do, simply ask. Even if what you desire is revenge, I'll gladly lend you my power. We can't let them get away with this.
I like you, Abigail. Claude and Marianne. Get the motivation up.
That smell, it's amazing. My fave, in fact. Do you like it too?
I like this dish. It was my father's favorite.
Nice. Have I got anybody else that's like particularly low on the... Yeah, Lysithia and Hilda. Raphael could do something as well. Yeah, Lysithia and Hilda. Just get everybody's motivation up.
Eating delicious food really takes my worries away. Yummy! Who made this? I'll have to give my compliments to the chef.
And there's Raphael, or Raphael, whatever you want to call him. Something he likes, pheasant, he likes pheasant, and we can also invite... Okay, let's invite Mercedes.
This is delicious! My absolute favorite!
This is my absolute favorite. How did you know, Professor?
I am psychic. Probably isn't far from the truth. I mean, I do conveniently seem to know everybody's favourite food. So I just need to get something good. Right, what else do I normally do? That's about it, really. Oh no. Who could train me in sword skills again? I need Catherine, where are you? Catherine. You there? Where is she? Pretty good. She in this little bit up here. So there's one or two areas I can't actually search on the map selector thing. Apparently somebody here I need to talk to anyway. That was enough quest. Hello.
Do you have time for a request?
Okay, it's another practice fight I could have. Okay. Where is Catherine? I would like to upgrade my sword skills, please. Benedetta. What do you got to say for yourself anyway?
Professor?
She's tiny.
I brought some flowers for Gerald. It's the least I can do. Sometimes I feel like all I do is run away. Anyway, I'll go lay them out.
Have I got any of your gifts? What about lost items?
Why did you think...
I mean, one of them's got to be right. Letter no. Gold coin. Hammer and chisel. Old map. Fishing rod. Spotless bandage. Had to be tidy. Princess doll. Sack of rocks. Tea etiquette. Jousting. No. Love letter. Come on, one of these has got to be yours. No. Okay. Well, I know who the Thunderbrand replica is going to belong to, at least. Wonder where Catherine has gone then. What? Didn't do anything.
Oh, is something hiding just behind that book?
Ooh.
That ring. I have seen it before.
Well, I have a lot of points from lurking. Yeah, no worries.
I know.
Says
Gerald
Gears.
showed that ring to you beside a grave. Do you recall? He said he wished for you to have that ring one day. That means it's yours. He also said that you should gift that ring to someone special.
Is it a wedding ring? Is that the ring I use to marry people? He's down the bottom here.
Really?
Well, I didn't do anything. Oh no, it's just Hubert.
You have lost your father. Now
Yep.
more than ever? Do I understand how very lucky I am that you were able to save me? Professor, I deeply appreciate what you have done. Thank you. If there is anything at all I can do in return, please tell me, okay?
Make me a cake. I like cake. I wonder if she's probably the fishing rod, right? Where is that?
I wonder who this belongs to.
Oh, okay. So I know she likes fish. I guess not. Okay, I'm gonna go pay a visit to the saint statues. And then... I can always get someone to teach me in faith magic, I suppose. Give myself a little bit of healing magic. Possibly.
Need something?
2,400. Oh, I'm a little bit low on that.
See you again
Okay.
soon.
Where's what's the face? Manuela. To be fair, Rhea might be able to teach me a bit of healing magic as well. Oh.
Excuse me, Professor. How are you holding up? I know how heavily grief weighs upon one's heart. I lost my mother some time ago. It was... Forgive me my moment of weakness. Even all these years later, I cannot recall that time without feeling the pain as if it were brand new. Just know that I am praying for your mind and your heart to find peace.
Faculty training. Yeah, there you go. Faith skill. Why not? And where did Manuela go? Manuela! Oh. Ah, there she is. What's this? Clean dusting cloth.
I
Okay.
have something rather uncomfortable to discuss.
Oh, joy.
It's about the weapon that killed Gerald. Will you listen? It was a dagger, but I know enough to know it wasn't an ordinary dagger. It wasn't made of iron or steel because, well, because whatever it was, the wound it left wasn't normal. Who could make
Okay.
a blade like that, do you figure?
But what's not normal about the wound? That's what I want to know. Tell me more, damn it! Ding, ding, ding. Okay, cool. Right, we could do some fights in the next one. Instruct manually. Instruct. Claude is almost like maximum bow. Fucking hell, man. Woo.
I learned a lot from this.
Good, good. Yeah.
That was easy, thank I could get used to this.
Thank you.
Let's do this again.
Nice. Raphael. Could probably do with having your authority go up a little bit, to be fair.
That was
So it is quite low down.
pretty good, huh?
And then, yeah. On the usual. Yeah.
Looks like I got it right. You really?
Oh, oops, sorry. And Marianne, my main healer.
Oh, I'll try to get the next one too. That was...
Nice.
I can't believe it.
Cool. Hilda. Nice. One session remaining. Okay. Flame, I guess. She's another healer I have, so... She's not far off going up the next ranking.
I would like...
She might even be able to upgrade after this.
I have done...
Oh! Come on.
No need...
Thank you. She gonna learn. Fortify.
Understand more every day.
Ooh, did I just get some defensive magic? Yeah, sure.
Professor, thank you for helping me with my training.
No worries.
I'd love to do this again if possible. Your advice is always so useful. Everyone thinks you're a wonderful teacher. You account for people's weaknesses while capitalizing on their strengths. Initially, I wasn't sure you paid too much attention to your students. Clearly, I was wrong. After all,
The fuck
if
did
that
you say to
case,
me?
you wouldn't be capable of providing such useful feedback. I'll continue to learn and grow from your instruction, Professor. I just know it. You think I'm determined? Professor, thank you. You're the only one who's ever praised me like that.
Oh, no.
People are always telling me I've got a knack for magic. If you can call the power of my crest a knack, they aren't wrong per se. Though bearing 2 crests isn't a gift I ever asked for.
Oh.
Anyhow, I've made a point to work harder than most and not rely too heavily on the power they bestow. So I find it frustrating that the only praise I seem to receive is directly related to that power. If you've noticed how hard I work, then well, it makes me very happy. Well, you see, it is because I am the only child of House Ordelia. I must do all I can for my family name.
Christ, no pressure then.
I'm determined to someday be of real value to them. And that day must come soon. I can't waste any time. I don't have much of it left. Anyway...
Is she dying? Or was that just because of what she just said? That sounded a bit more cynical than it might have meant to. Anyway. Excuse me.
It's finished.
Cool. And Byleth's still depressed. Right, yeah, we're gonna do some battles, weren't we? Best of the best. Practice battle maneuvers of Knights of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. I should really start knocking these down, actually, so... Let's go for the best of the best. Go on then, War. Who am I swapping the Wrens in for? Fucking the Wrens. Dance, Byleth, dance! It's a good question. Oh, you fucking would. How do I set this adjundant thing? Oh, okay. So if I do that and press... Oh, I'm with you. It's like how Marianne is like my backup instead. That's pretty cool. I'm with you. Okay, Claude, why don't you get Shamir with you then? You're not allowed to do that? No? Why can he not do this? Oh, wrong button. Can I do it? Yeah. Maybe it's an authority thing then. Okay. Alright, if I can do it. Oh, I should probably look at a map, shouldn't I? Hang on. Oh, now how many of you pricks are there? Quite a fair few. 15, okay. The map's huge, but... Unless they, like, sort of come out of nowhere. What's that? Cannot be used by mounted or magic units. There's got siege weapons lying around. Jesus Christ, it's just meant to be a training session. Right. So I got my main healer down.
Let us away.
Lane, what was it you learnt? So you got rescue, restore, fortify, heals an adjacent ally. Heals all allies within a range based on magic. Oh, okay. So it's how the fuck got 2 heals. Right.
Stay focused.
Leave it to me.
I mean, that'd be a bit cheeky. I know armored units don't like magic, so it'd be worth having my Scythia go up that way.
Ready and willing.
Hey, cool. Can you reach the mage? No, I can't. Yeah. We probably could have been sat here, to be honest. You'd have to use a combat art. Yeah. That was my weakest bow. Yeah, cool. Go for it. Oh, hello. Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay.
Can you?
Breaching
Sorry,
demon.
the victory is mine.
I love him, but he doesn't know how to scream.
Oh,
I got
yes.
this.
He knows he has lungs. So apparently Raphael can beat an armored unit to death with his bare fist. Go for it.
Strength in action. Better than before.
Italian rap. What does that do?
Let's get to it.
Yes, let's. Right. Lane, you need to hang back because you are a
Who,
healer.
me?
I stand ready.
I'm sure you do.
Ready anytime.
You can attack him with sword in a room too. Okay. Go on, get a critical hit. No, never mind. 1 HP. Your son of a bitch. Let's get ready to back up Hilda there, Flame.
Ready when you are.
Can you reach that guy? Yes, he can. It's not a guaranteed hit, but nice. Hey, Goku, what's going, buddy? How you doing? Nice to see you as always. Nice to see you. Nice. Right. Yeah, Flame, don't go getting attacked, please. Walker's made me have Lorenz in my party, and I am not happy about it. Fucking Lorenz.
Who knew?
Ignatz is pissed. Oh, that was a pathetic hit for a start. Go on, Hilda. You need to hit something. What's the weakest weapon you got? Is it still axe your weakest weapon? You know. Hilda. I approve of these chants. Oh. Ignatz is on a rampage.
I get things done.
Yeah, no shit. What the hell's giving you the boot up the ass today? Try and split their attention slightly, shall we? If I can, anyway. Set him on fire! Thank you.
Of course I won.
So say fortify. Heal everyone within a range. Jesus. That is going to become extremely useful. Not very good, oh god, gameplay in that, but it has no sound, so that's where you come in. Oh, fair enough. My screams of disdain for Lorenz will replace the silence. Well done, Byleth. You guys hit like a bunch of wet napkins, you know that. Right. Unarmed. 22 times 4. Oh, he missed. Cheeky bastard.
Should have trained better.
Go on, Byleth. Fuck him up. 13 critical chance. Nice. Right, what else we got going on around here? Lorenz, try and make yourself useful. Well done.
Let us be cautious.
God, you can stay there. I don't care if you die, mate. You carry on. You can say it too, actually, with you, Annie. You shouldn't be in too much trouble on the board. I mean, hindsight, probably should attack the other guy, Leone, but never mind. Schmack!
I put in some work.
Go on, Cyril, you could go finish this guy up. Thank you. Oh, I didn't kill him. God damn it. Who we got down here? Got Ignatz down here. Can he reach? Yes, he can. Good lad.
I actually won.
Ward arrow. Ooh, I wonder what that does. That sounds quite interesting if I do say so myself. But Claude just absolutely ripped through a bow tournament a minute ago, Goku. It was glorious.
perfect comprehension.
Now if I get Flame, I can just whack her there. Use Fortify again just to get her experience up. Cool. Was fixing bed good for whoever did whatever? Excuse me? Consider me confused. Go on, I fell. Fuck him up. There's something about a bow. Yeah, I said Claude ripped through a bow tournament a minute ago, and it was amazing. Just destroyed everything. Actually, using a combat skill might be a little bit overkill. Let's just use the Steel Squad, I suppose.
You fought well.
Yeah, money! Selling up to the convoy, thank you. Go on, Raphael. Finish it off. Yeah, Raphael's just punching armoured units to death. Hey! Yeah, to be fair, Ignaz did get quite a few critical hits. Okay, cool. That's a fight over and done with, which means I don't have the Lorenz in my party anymore. Excuse me. Bye, Lorenz. Right. Set Shamir as my adjutant then. So up the damage. Lorenz, you could go back, Raphael, I suppose. No? Lorenz doesn't want to back up Raphael. Okay. No. No. Nobody wants Lorenz and it's hilarious. No. See, even the other characters don't like him. Oh, right then. Roll for Destiny. 18! Buy something nice. Marketplace.
Welcome.
Welcome. Got some good things on sale, stranger. What did that bullying do?
Is that the one? Thanks a bunch.
Hey, thank you. Do I have more than one bullion? Yeah, apparently I have quite a few.
Thanks a bunch.
Golden Apple, Charm by 1, Magic by 1. I should use that on someone in a minute. Anyway, buy something nice, eh? Item shop, buy. What can we get for Claude? Ah, it's just normal shop, isn't it? Antitoxin, door key chest. Claude. Where's the bow's gone? Where's the blacksmith file actually? Forge, Claude. Oh, I need a high professor level. Okay. Well, that's a hard decision than it needs to be. I forget Marianne even has a weapon, to be honest. Ah, there we go. We got upgrade Hilda's axe to a steel axe. Plus. That could be our nice thing to buy.
Thanks a bunch.
There you go. Thank you all. Replenishment battalions, thank you.
Come back soon.
I will. Oh, hang on, I haven't even looked at the bloody map yet, have I? Yeah, I should be fine. Where does it place my healers, though? Stop putting my healers at the front lines. What is wrong with this game sometimes? Like, I love Fire Emblem Three Houses, but why does it keep putting my healers at the front line? I cannot understand this for the friggin' life of me. Okay. Are you wanting to roll again, Wolf, or should we go for it? I just don't know if you want to try and roll for another handicap. Give you and Goku a shout out, one minute. Last playing Elden Ring, I do want to play that at some point. Shall be glorious. Don't really need to have that open anymore because Minnie's in the room with me. God, Geo. He must be busy. Rout the enemy. Okay. Excuse me.
Who, me?
Hey, yes, you. You could run further out, you and.
I got this.
Okay. Wait there for me. 45 attack. Okay.
I put in some work.
Ready when you are.
Do.
Ready and willing.
I'm guessing you could attack the Necklaw. Yes, you can. Might as well just go with the Iron Bow over the board. Nice. Marianne.
Who, me?
Can you get close without being targeted? Okay, that's not too bad.
Let us away.
Ready anytime.
You can't quite get in firing range, I don't think, so just keep you in the bushes. 2 against Byleth, that shouldn't be a problem.
Let's get to it.
Leone.
Leave it to you.
Lysipia. How much HP do you have? 32. You should be safe, I would have thought. I hope. Oh! I suppose technically he's in the bush as well, isn't he? Okay.
You underestimated me.
So you could target my mage, but you'll die. Oh, level 20, excellent.
There's still a long way to go.
So you might be able to go up to the next level black mage soon.
I just worked harder.
I don't mind if my people. Jesus Christ, Hilda. I don't mind if my people get a little bit battered and bruised. 'Cause like I say, I help upgrade my healers a bit nicely. So that'd be nice. Speaking of which, Marianne.
That helps.
Right then. Lysipia. Fire! 100% chance to hit. You, sir, a bit.
You were outmatched.
Okay, he's got some range on him. As an archer, isn't it? Go right, yeah. Okay.
Plenty more where that came from.
Fire for you. Nice. So just let him counterattack everyone to death. Next! Oh no, he's gonna have to heal this. You son of a bitch. Do have Marianne catch up in a minute. That might be a bit much even for Raphael to take on, but we could get him closer in the bush. Hilda, I think he deserves some revenge to go for it.
Hilda! Hilda!
How close to playing it? She's not being targeted, so that's good. Byleth, you can get in the bush there. Oh, Claude. As usual, Marianne's sort of falling behind a little bit. But I really wish I could increase some movement range. But I guess it's just a class that she is. I don't quite understand why a white mage is so slow, but what can you do about it? Nice.
Sorry, don't know my own strength.
Yeah, it's up to me. Next!
Strength in action.
Next. Oh, I won't be able to counter attack this one. That makes me saiyan. You know, not only credit to Leone for taking 2 fireballs to the face, credit to that horse. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Was that helpful?
Oh, that was very helpful. Thank you. I think Byleth have to attack anything its entire round, actually.
As expected.
Unarmed, please. Thank you.
Sorry, don't know my own strength.
Try and make sure everybody gets an attack in, more or less, really. They might not, but it's alright. It's quite a low level fight, so I'm not too worried.
That's what you get.
Sophia, you can move up. Hilda, hello. Assist, fortify. Is there anywhere better I can move you? I mean, that's a pretty good widespread. Sweet. Oh, you're actually going to move off your pedestal. Okay. Quite surprised, actually. I thought they normally just wait there for you to come to them. Alright, he's the lowest level then. 17. Flame at 15. To be fair, I don't think she has anything she should attack with anyway. 17, 19, 19, 21. Okay, it's either Cyril or Marianne, and Marianne can't reach, so... Can she reach with Silencer? No. She's still here with us, something.
So nice of you.
Hang on. Attack. Yes, please. Cool. Okay. Yeah, just go for it then, I suppose, Cyril, because I don't think anybody else has anything assistance-wise. Alright, yeah, go for it. Look him up. Going for the long shot. Nice. Meet the eagle.
Guess I'm pretty strong.
The next one of those fights might be a bit more challenging since level 17. If I remember correctly. Oh, somebody's birthday coming up. It's my birthday! In-game, anyway. But you know, January would have rolled around quick. Star Kid?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which one are you watching? Instruct manually. Excuse me. Okay, a lot of people don't have much motivation, so... Ignat's good, sir. Let's spam your bow.
I've really grown.
Okay, cool. Lysithia. I'm gonna try and get up to the next level. Faith, actually. Nice. Cool, what did she learn? Got the ability Faith level 3, okay, so it's just general upgrade. That is fine by me. Thank you. And thank you. Leonie, you're on cavalry, aren't you? Riding and Lance. To be fair, your riding's higher than I thought it'd be. Come on. You know you want to. Ah, pause spawn. Okay, Cyril. Cool. Yeah, no. Although I suppose I should see these on backup units, shouldn't I? Go on then. I'll be nice. I don't want to listen to you talk though. Group tasks. I should really figure this out. Raises heavy armor. I mean, Raphael's not using heavy armor anyway, so I don't know why I've got them on there. I've been kind of wasting this now I think about it. Raises riding skills, so... Good. I want somebody who's going to give Leonie a really good result on her riding, but I don't... Okay, Leonie... Yeah, let's put Leonie and Lorenz. Execute. Because they're my two riders anyway, so... It's Fatty's birthday. Got a birthday gift from Claude. Ah, golden deer bracelet. Ooh, I wonder what that does.
Hey, Professor. Got a minute?
What?
Look, I'm sorry I snapped at you. I didn't mean to lose my temper.
I was rude to you. I should have known better. Huh, I thought you might say that. In that way, you're just like Captain Gerald. You accept other people. You don't let petty details get under your skin. Well, when I was a kid, I kind of latched onto him. I've been calling myself his apprentice ever since.
Fair
I
enough.
spent some time in the village I grew up in. Actually, you weren't with him back then. Why not?
That's something we're trying to figure
Huh.
out.
Maybe he left you with a relative or something. Anyway, back then, Gerald's job was to deal with poachers. Well, they were bandits, but we called them poachers. Nobody in the village could stand up to them. But your dad, he took them on like it was nothing. I was so impressed. All I could think was how amazing mercenaries were. I'd lived in that tiny village my whole life, so to me, Captain Gerald was nothing short of a legend. So I went right up to him and I told him I was going to be his apprentice. He didn't stick around long after that, but he did teach me a lot while he was with us. Tactics, strategy, training routines, it was all so new and exciting. So after he left, I kept at it, kept training, just like he taught me. Me too. I always planned to meet him again once I became a top-tier mercenary. But I'm just glad I got to see him, to thank him properly and all. I've spent my whole life working to become a great mercenary like your father. There were so many times when I wanted to ask his advice, but I couldn't. I just had to make do. That's how I've made it this far. Just hard work, all on my own. But then you come along, and it's like you don't appreciate Captain Gerald at all, or how lucky you were to have him around your whole life. No,
Steady.
It still really bothers me. You might be his kid, but I'm still his best apprentice. Got it?
Jesus Christ. I do like Leonie, but she's a bit of a turd sometimes.
I'm to work with Leonie?
Oh,
What's
shit.
wrong? Can't stomach being paired up with a commoner?
Not at all, but I am concerned about what you will make me do.
If this is torturing Lorenz, I'm
You
happy.
did a great job.
It was just as I'd feared. Let us discuss it no further.
Getting the hang of it.
Oh, I am happy with that result.
Thank you so much.
Oh yeah, cool, thank you.
Thank you.
Excuse me. I had something from Claude. Inventory. Guessing it's an item somewhere. Items. Convoy. Where is it? Oh yeah. How do I look at the letter? Items. I had the golden deer ring as well. Yeah, golden deer bracelet, there it is. What's that do? Charm +2. That sounds about right for Claude, to be fair. I could probably put the Armor Slayer away, to be honest. Take... Does that unequip my shield? Yeah, it does. Oh, damn it. Store. You can have the bracelet then. solid. Just gives a golden deer bracelet to the golden deer, I suppose. Oh no, he's got the XD ring, isn't he? I'll decide on it later. Where has Lysipia gone? Have you got enough room to... Yeah, you do. Cool. Take. Use, please. Okay. Oh my god. I have a lot of things I need to go through on that. Oh yeah. Siphia's level 20 now. Can she pass the exam? Yes, she can. Decimates enemies with high physical defense. Yes, please. I'm more than happy to have it. Oh yeah.
Perfect
Bloody hell.
comprehension.
I could turn Hilda into an axe-wielding wyvern rider. Okay, sure. Holy shit. Jesus Christ. How did you get that in the classroom?
Shucks. I guess I did it.
Yes, you fucking did. Yeah, I'll reassign in the battalion soon. I think that's everything for now, isn't it? Yeah. Battalion guild. Replenish. Go. Okay, Hilda needs a new battalion then. Yeah.
Ready and able.
Nice. Blacksmith, I think everybody's alright on their weaponry, aren't they? Yeah, well. Maybe Fatty could use. Yeah, Ignat's gonna use his bow being repaired. You're okay. You should be okay for the next one. Yeah, cool. Alright, let's have another explore around the monastery. You know, Chris, have I actually unlocked anything else for Byleth? That's different. A normal outfit's better then. Journal. I want to look at the journal. So there's...
If you must weep,
Okay. What the hell do I look at this letter from Claude? And much confusion. One that listens to me and one that refuses to. Just eat the one that refuses to, I suppose. Punishment is death. I got some ambrosia. Sweet. There's a brand of custard over here, so you know. Custard! I wanted to breathe because there's one who wants this especially bred to have more stamina. God. Claude and Marianne, let's get your motivations up.
That smell, it's amazing.
I like this dish. It was my father's favorite.
Right, who else needs motivation? Ignatz and Lysithia.
This food is a revelation.
Eating delicious food.
Oh, Professor level's going up soon. Nice. Hilda, you need something up. Yeah, and Flane. Who else does? Raphael and Cyril. Okay.
Yummy! Who made this? I'll have to give my compliments to the chef.
This is nearly as delicious as Mother's cooking.
I would happily eat this every day.
I just said his dishes are huge. Oh, I want some of that. Sweet. Sweet. Nice. Raphael and Cyril. Cool.
This is so good. Can I have seconds?
You don't have to ask me. Okay, that should be everyone's motivation up. Has Catherine made an appearance yet? So I really would like to have some sword instruction. I guess not. I'll get clean. I'll try and invest before I know everything's messy again. Marianne! Oh yeah, my renown went up, didn't it? I could upgrade the statue I wanted to.
Professor!
People really need to stop dropping shit around the monastery.
Need something?
Experience plus 10%. Thank you.
You're all set.
Almost maxed out on that one, which is sweet. Okay. I could always just go get my magic up again, I suppose.
I wonder who they were.
Ah, cool. D+. Ah, cool. I've got the drain ability. Thank you.
Excuse me,
I
Professor.
get really sad if you take accessories, in this case a hat, so if keep misbehaving, I'll hang its hat where it can see but not reach.
I know how heavily grief weighs upon one's heart. I lost my mother. Forgive just no.
Hmm. Oh, here we go. Letter from Claude. How do I open it though? Do I have to go give it to him and then activates it? Where is he? Claude? There he is. Where the hell is he? There he is. Oh.
Hi, Teach. I see the storm in your eyes has passed. You're looking much better. I've been reading Gerald's diary. The baby he mentions. That's you, isn't it?
Yeah.
I can't understand about half of what's written here. But Gerald really cherished you. That much is clear.
No? How do I use it? I don't know. Do I have any level 5 stuff you give Claude actually? No, I got a level 4. I feel like I should save up someone who's level 5. Lost items though. He doesn't want anything to do with bow, right?
A lost item?
Ah, okay. Do 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 do.
A lost item?
No.
A lost item?
Steal the big spoon.
A lost item?
Okay. Excuse me. Yep. Onwards! Oh, we got the next major event coming up.
Teach. Solon and his lackeys. Their whereabouts have been discovered.
Ooh.
Apparently they're lurking in the sealed forest, not too far from the monastery. Rhea has called back all of the knights who were out searching to round them up. Seems like it could take some time for them to make it back here, but she didn't ask for our help. Perhaps to prevent you running headfirst toward revenge? It's only natural that you would leap at the chance for it. Anyone would.
No, I will not allow it.
This discovery comes just when the knights are at their busiest. It is all too likely that our foes revealed themselves to lure you out there. They are the ones who took Gerald from you. I know how you must despise them, but I must ask you to rein in your personal feelings for now.
You can't stop me.
Please, Professor, do not act carelessly. I ask that you leave this to us. Losing you so soon after losing Gerald would be unbearable.
Listen, Rhea, Lady Rhea, this move is the most strategic. The military strategy I'm devising will soon echo across Fodlan's history. I'm sure of it. Just think about it. Most of the knights are still far away, and we can't afford to have Sedith and friends abandon the monastery. So the only person who can take action now also happens to be our best commander. It's Teach, and wherever Teach leads, we'll follow. And since you've taught us that this sort of thing is always a possibility, we're already prepared for battle. We can buy the knights more time, not for revenge, but for a defensive attack on behalf of the monastery.
Professor, do you agree with this strategy?
Hell yeah!
Understood. I will give you the order. Destroy the enemy that is hiding in the sealed forest. You have the protection of the goddess on your side. Whatever happens, you shall overcome.
We have our orders, Teach. Now all that's left is to pull out a miracle.
Let's kick some ass! But first, say... I'd like to be safe. Oh yeah, I picked up that ambrosia, whatever it was. Inventory items. There you go. Ambrosia. Oh, it's in my inventory. Idiot. What's this do? Defense by 1. Yep, I'll use it. Thank you. Mine! She suggested level 19. Yeah, this is gonna be an ass kicker. Oh boy. Oh boy.
The sealed forest is up ahead. Visibility is awful there, so everyone needs to be extra cautious.
Noted.
You seem to know a lot about it. It is just a forest, isn't it?
Have you been there too? Oh, never mind. Listen, just like I told the Archbishop, this is not a war of vengeance. It's a riddle, so to speak. Those guys are undoubtedly planning something terrible. We need some kind of clue as to what. The attack on the Holy Mausoleum, Flayn's kidnapping, that foul business in Remire, the demonic beasts at the chapel. It can't go on. We need to figure out their objective and stop them from achieving it. That's our mission.
Fuck yeah.
So we have our mission now. We had better not fail.
It is a difficult task, but we will succeed.
It is time to repay the kindness of the professor who saved my life.
An enemy whose objective you don't understand is a frightening prospect. We're gonna destroy him. It's our mission.
I will have my revenge, whatever it takes. On that, I will never budge.
Leonie, you will have what you seek.
I'll admit, vengeance sounds pretty nice, but don't forget that we're here for information. Luckily, we can easily find what we're looking for while getting revenge for Gerald. Right, Teach?
Byleth didn't nod that time, and that unsettles me slightly. I know it's a small detail, but still. I think you're doing anything stupid now, Byleth. Shamir's unavailable. Okay. Ah, it's monsters. It would be, wouldn't it? Oh, they're the bloody lizards. Shit. Oh, hello, Monica. You're here, aren't you? You bitch. Right, okay. Excuse me. Yeah, my healers aren't actually at the back this time. Thank you, game. Alright, let's give it a go. The enemy commander. All units form battle. Okay, pretty basic stuff, but...
How kind of them to welcome us with some demonic beasts. They're not playing around.
Hello, you're here. Welcome to the Forest of Death. My name is Kranya. This weakling girl was just a borrowed look for me.
Oh, okay.
This is what I...
Oh, I did not mean to skip that. Come on.
Me?
Oh, defensive terrain for all except flyers. How close can you get?
Ready anytime.
Ready and willing.
I don't want to send every single one of my characters that way, so split up a bit.
Leave it to me.
My Scythia could go that way.
Let us away.
Byleth can heal now, so...
Stay focused.
I send Flamer then what?
Let's get to
Leone. And then Marianne, you can pair up with these guys.
If this takes too long, I might be forced to escape. Oh, or do you simply intend to let me go? How accommodating of you. As for me, I intend to kill you all.
Okay. Okay. Try not to get too many people in the fray hit. Attack, still axe. ×2. What about the mace? No. Okay. I didn't break the shield, unfortunately. How close can Claude get? Curshot Iron Bow. Come on, break the shield. Excuse me. Okay. How much can you do, Claude? Silver Bow. That's kind of the wrong side. I need you to attack from a different angle. But you can't, which is really annoying. Monster Pass, I mean. Attack. Self. Simple but effective it is. Oh yeah, stats effects, isn't it? I could take down the bar of health at least. I kind of wanted to try and kill it one shot really, but beggars can't be choosers. Alright, on to the next. I kind of want to make sure Marianne's within range of everybody first. Attack. Oh, silence. Okay. Because fuck you. Rather not have Byleth get killed, so hang out over here, I think. Essentially let these guys kill themselves while trying to attack me.
Make muscles proud.
Making everybody proud. Receive the hammer. Okay. I could get back to Hilda at some point then. Really hit with 31? No. Hit with 33. Well, that is some kind of bullshit. Ow. Jesus! What a nice of you. Might have got hit, but that was some revenge shot. I'm happy with that. Thank you. Oh. Oh! Nobody took any damage at all that round. Ooh. Your shield's still gone, isn't it, sir? Okay. Do-do-do-do. 80 hit. 2 chances. Nice. Hilda! Hilda! Okay, she can't move anymore. That's fine. Ignaz, can you finish this thing off? At all? Preferably without getting attacked either. What about us? Curve shot, iron bow. You son of a bitch. Okay,
It could get rough.
hit 50. Oh, she's completely lost fire. Okay. Can you go back to the... Thank you. Hit 100, guaranteed to die. With no damage back. Bit more like it.
I just worked harder.
Okay. Cool, you should be able to kill this thing, right? Yeah, easily.
It was a good try.
Good lad. Yeah, Flame's gonna be in trouble. What should I even do? Okay. Right, you Flame. That's true. No, Anna's gonna get you killed. Right, okay. Abandoned mission. Fortify, restore, rescue. Ugh. I feel like I should really just take Flame out of range until I've dealt with this problem down there. Because that cavalry unit is screwing me over. She should be right there. Hopefully. Right, I gotta deal with this asshole.
I'm not hurt too bad.
Move back a bit, Cyril. There you go, that's more like it. No damage though, apparently. Alright. Right. How much damage can you do unarmed? Yeah, I could possibly save on a bit of weapon condition. Thank you!
Sorry, don't know my own strength.
I'll leave Marianne alone. Speaking of which, you better duck in the bushes, love.
That helps.
Nice. Level 18.
This will feel a little stronger.
Attack. Still that. You have a monster thing, don't you? Yeah, monster piercer. I mean, it's gonna friggin' hurt, but I should be able to retreat back into the hedge at least.
I'll manage.
I mean, I can. It's a bit close to the enemy, but I can.
You are.
Why can Cyril not do any damage? That's not true. I suppose it's got his gambit. How much is that going to do? Nothing, apparently. Okay. Okay. I'll just attack that guy again. Nice. I don't want to be in the first thing it says to me, stupid geese, and make me a new hat. Wow. Come on, please miss at least one of these attacks. Thank you. Bertie? Shit.
Predictable.
You just killed Hilda. I'm not happy. Shit. Serious when I crush his mother and sister in front of him. Jesus Christ, Goku!
You underestimated me.
It doesn't mean you have to kill it. You said didn't ask for your wallet. I mean, get out, man. Right. You do. Hey, Cass, if you want to do one of your critical hits, that'd be much appreciated. Could have just left it being alive by a friend. You didn't have to kill. And you combat arts to shoot the other guys then. Oh, press as well. Well done.
Never underestimate an outsider. Progress suits me well.
I will need all my strength.
Leaf lane alone. Damn it.
This might be my limit.
Because what was called a shit, you know, almost all of them are unfixable and we'll have many non-consensual could kill them Jesus. Jesus Christ. Well, that sounds cheerful. It doesn't heal herself though, does it? I can reach them from here with it. Cool. Okay, I did the right thing. Is that right? 6 out of 41. Fuck me. And this turd's got a shield back as well.
Yeah, did the trick. Let's get to it.
You can stay in the bush line just to get out of the fire, please. But no, don't walk into the fire. Cyril, what the hell?
That's what you get. I feel.
Well, you're gonna feel like you're on fire in a minute, I'll tell you that. You twat. Right. Anyway. How about still gauntlets? To be fair, it's not that much more what unarmed is. So I might as well just break the shield of unarmed if it let me. Do I have anything to do monsters? Rainbow Russian Blow? No. Yeah, I got it. Hey, go on. Well done. Nice. I didn't break the shield, but it done a fair amount of damage, I mean. I'm not gonna argue. Holy shit.
Nobles must be strong.
That was Lorenzo leveled up. Yay. please, miss. Thank you. Goodbye.
You underestimated me.
Sweet.
My efforts are paying off.
Obviously, like if you're doing quite well with just sort of mashing everyone.
Of course I won.
So pissed that Hilda's died.
Plenty more where that came from.
Oh, for goodness sake. Right, you two can heal each other up. I feel like you've earned that much at least.
Leave it to me.
Assist, heal. Thank you.
I
I think I might just try and regroup everybody. I can't hit from there. Been quite funny. It's an axe wielder. Okay. Do. Bloody hell. Raphael could move a hell of a distance. In fact, yeah, you know what? Why not? Apparently the horse can't move through bushes very well. Yeah. I think going through the bushes was the best idea. Let's get these guys to go around the outside. We shall all meet up soon.
Let us away.
.52 hit. Yeah, go for it. 4 chances to hit. One of them's got to land at least. There we go.
All right, what's next?
I'm just trying to get everyone that was bush one. What's the name of her weapon? Okay, I don't think she has one of these relics at least. I'm not saying she's gonna be easy to take down, but this is not like the Death Knight with his "I'm gonna kill you in one hit." If you don't like it, tough shit. How close can you get? In fact, you can stay in the hedge line. You gonna move forwards to attack? Yeah.
Monica, you'll pay for what you've done.
I told you, I am not Monica. I am Kranya. Do not call me by that fake name.
Well, at least you know how to annoy her.
I don't care if it takes my last breath. I'll kill you.
Please, my powers are beyond your comprehension. You're just a filthy worm.
Bitch, fine. Ow. Oh god damn it, she's in the hedge line as well now.
I'll manage.
Yeah, how far can this chick move?
So nice of you.
Got that, Raphael. I guess it's your turn. not very much chance of hitting anything, really. I need to try and lure her out of the bush. That's not really helping. How much health you got? You're full health, yeah. Get Raphael ready to back up.
Oh, how cute! You're trying so hard. But now it's time to die.
Charming. Yeah, 6 damage. Well done, Cyril. Okay, she's out the bushes. She's out the bushes. Fuck her up. 14 times 2, so she can't kill him those. She's got some high evasion. Well, unless she got a critical hit, of course, but thankfully she didn't. Of course she's my gambit on it. Okay, why not?
Fool to be so brazen. You'll never avenge your father at this rate. I'll have to kill you too, with my own hands. Now's our chance.
Fuck you.
We must all do our part.
But how? How could I really lose? To a lowly creature like you?
Well.
Solon, don't just stand there and stare. I need your help.
Yes, you most certainly do.
Huh?
Oh, great, now what?
Have no fear, Kranya. Your sacrifice will help to rid this world of the filthy vermin that have long infested it.
If I left, I'd get out of it.
The time is finally come to unleash the forbidden spell of Zaharas upon our enemies!
My Cronia's dead then.
Help me.
You get fucked, love. I don't know. I don't like where this is going. Obviously, I don't know where it's going. So.
Fellstar.
Hey, Wolfslayer, we're calling, buddy. How you doing?
What was that? Where did you go, Professor?
They were swallowed by the mystical darkness of the forbidden.
Yeah, Cronia's fucked.
An eternity wandering in a void of nothingness, never to return to this world.
You done with Byleth?
To think, we almost had the sword of
This
the
is the
Creator.
Smash Bros. Video.
I don't believe anything you say. Our professor is still alive. That's right. Our professor is no ordinary human.
I refuse to believe that Teach would die in a place like this.
It is possible that death
Let's show them the power of teamwork.
friend, but there are worse things than death. Drifting through the darkness with no chance of escape, overwhelmed with hopelessness. It must be torturous.
Hey, all I hear is good news. Teach is still alive. And if that's true, then there's only one thing to do. Defeat you while we wait for Teach's triumphant return.
Prepare yourself. We will avenge our leader here and now.
How trite. But if you wish for pain, I shall oblige.
I literally chose them because they're the yellow team.
If you prefer it so, you shall also be added to the ranks of the dead.
So do I have to fight this guy without Byleth now? Oh god.
You fool!
I'm sorry.
What were you thinking, charging right into an enemy's trap?
Hi, Sophus.
Are you just a boulder that rolls down whatever hill it's on? No, even a boulder has more sense.
School mascot was the Golden Bucks. Oh, fair enough.
Apologizing won't make things right. This darkness is terrifying. As you and I are one, I too am trapped within this void. But please consider this. This realm of darkness we are in is separate from the world from which you came. I mean that it would take a god to leave this place.
I mean, you are
Our
kind of a god,
hearts
right?
and minds will cease to be. Are you prepared to die? I thought as much. I also do not wish to die. And yet...
I've seen the word golden with a D.
there is no other choice. Do you recall your father's diary? He said you were a child who never cried nor laughed. I think I am the one to blame. I must have been asleep, but even then, I feel I was a part of you. I do not know how Rhea managed it, but she allowed me to exist inside of you. The truth is, I have always been with you. It is within you that I found my power yet again. The power of a goddess. The power of the progenitor god. My name is Sophis. By now, you must be well aware of what that means. I am the one who watches over Fodlan and the creatures dwelling there. I am Sophis. She who died and then returned. There is but one thing left to do to save us from this darkness of eternity. I must now use the power of a god.
Divine pulse the fuck out of it.
However, I lack a body of my own. And so I must relinquish all the power that I have to you. The time has come for you and I to join as one. And when that comes to pass, then I shall disappear.
Oh, really?
When I say disappear, I do not mean that all I am will be no more. My soul will join with yours, and you and I will never be apart. But I will no longer have the chance to speak with you. I shall miss it. So long have I been on this path with you. Through you, I got to see and hear this world. I even got to chastise you from time to time. I may not have acted like a goddess, but it was certainly fun. For all that you have done, thank you. I'm glad that it was you to whom my fate was bound.
I know, I'm feeling sad about the scene as well for you.
Now, we must pray. For if we share this wish, our spirits too will join as one. Your wish is to return to the forest, stop the enemy, and rescue the little ones. No need for words. I know your heart as though it were my own.
He's crying.
Yeah, but it's like... but it is really cute.
Your sadness bleeds me.
Your will and mine are now as one.
Both sides of time are revealed to you, and you alone. You know I am the beginning. What shall you do?
Holy shit, she just phased through me. Time to become a Super Saiyan with green hair. So I know how I sort of know the midpoint. Yeah. Holy shit. Fucking hell.
So the Fellstar consumes even the darkness itself.
Oh, yeah. Byleth is pissed by it. Hi. Okay.
Teach. You are Teach, right? I always believed in you. I knew you could cut your way out of anything. Let's go ahead and take down Solar, and then we can reflect on what happened.
Well, that'll do the midpoint sequence. Also, what's funny is Super Super movie for Jesus' hair went green before becoming blonde when he went Super.
What did you see in the darkness of Zaharas? This should be impossible. The only being that can withstand that darkness is... Unless I dispose of you myself, I may never have the chance to send you back there.
Yeah, we are not done with this mission yet. Jesus Christ. And saw the creators to drain its true power. Okay. Attack. Sublime Creator Sword, that sounds amazing. Oh, we have a new power. Alright, combat arts. Sublime Heaven. Man, effective against dragons. Oh, Jesus. It's not a happy bunny. It's a fuck shit. I'm not gonna get too cocky. I am on hard mode. Let it do.
Good to go.
Byleth is pissed off.
When you make most of that's when like
Not so sure about this.
Yeah.
knows whether he will or not.
Hopefully going back to the land of Nod.
Oh, thanks.
I am. We need to get you up there because you're one of my main healers.
Let's get to it.
Must be Steel Sword gun actually. Crystal hit!
Each battle, a chance to grow.
I thought I gave it my all.
I'll bugger off with that. You're okay. Your eyes are very like blazed over.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
Right. Wish me luck.
Good luck, sweet. Send me a message if you need a hand. Oh, yeah, Raphael's on low on health. Okay, I'm back up a minute.
I feel my...
Monster Blast, Silver Bow. Jesus Christ, Claw! Good man.
You know what I like most about people?
They
die.
die. Has everybody got like really enhanced critical hit rate or something? Still pales in comparison to my character, yeah. Definitely not as powerful as your character.
Ready when you are.
Another reason why I'm taking it nice and steady. If I could get someone over there to hit that one, that'd be great, but I don't think I can. Do 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 do. No. Curve shot, iron bow. It's not going to do much. Monster Piercer, and you got the Blessed Lance to be fair, so... Please don't get hit with the Oni. Okay, at least one dodge. Hey! Good going, lass.
I got this.
Attack. Unarmed! Punch it in, it's fucking through.
Still got.
Go with Silver Sword, I suppose. Fuck you, man. That is a little bit ridiculous. Go on, wrap it up. I just love how much he's holding his own against the armor characters as well. I think it's brilliant. Oh, this could be painful. Hey. Okay, she shouldn't die this turn. And she dodged both of them. Thank you. The lizard is in the bloody bush. Which is a bit annoying. Piss off. You fucking heathen. Oh, that was quick. Oh, really?
He was like, I completely shut, like, relaxed and just going,
Oh!
He must be having a bad dream.
Poor little sword.
Poor thing.
Oh. Oh.
I'd like being a baby.
Must be. But, he's okay, yeah?
Yeah, he's fine.
Okay.
He is A-okay.
Teething pains in baby?
Possibly. So his cheeks didn't look red, but you never know, there might be something niggly going on.
Yeah. Poor little baby. Oh, Byleth just looked it. Damn it.
You fought well.
Well, I'm definitely going to be running over stream time today. I'm still halfway for a fight. Nice.
Sorry, don't know my own strength.
Claude could take out the armoured guy. I'd rather not waste my silver bow, so...
It's not luck, it's fate.
Fuck's sake, man. Or still axe. Never did. Right, I really need to get my healers out of the way. That thing's gonna be coming for me. Actually, I won't even waste a psychic. You just wait there. Ignatz, I'm sorry if you die. Shit. That's it, Ignatz. You show him his boss. Oh, stop healing the demonic beast. It doesn't need it. Have you seen the size of this thing?
If you say so.
Can he hit back? No, cool.
I can do this.
Oh, no damage though. Critical hit, but it does fuck all. Crying out loud. Do 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 do. Ah, I fell. Here we go. Unarmed. Kick this shit out of him. Thank you.
Should have trained better.
Do 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 do. He's having fun, really. These stoppers didn't even get to the room.
Just before I got in there. And then did a few sort of fidgety moans. Didn't even notice I was there. He didn't wake up, he was asleep.
Strange enough.
I'll handle this.
Well, we're gonna have a cameo from Theo tonight, everybody. Seraphim. He's still stunned, aren't you? There we go. He's fortified. So you can literally heal everyone. I'm sorely missing Hilda at the moment though. Good enough. Does that do? Assails foes with rings of light. Oh, no, 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 no. I can silence the mask from here. Anyway. Oh, she gets a critical hit to kill it. Damn it. Worth a try. Nasty.
This is bad.
Still not enough to kill him. And I'm not feeling like leaving it down to the luck.
Did the trick.
Ow! Get out. Oh, you only almost bit the bloody bullet then. Oh, that was Marianne. It's nice if you go. Yeah. I get rid of that armored unit. Thank you.
You underestimated me.
What about your steel gauntlets? 8 times 4, critical 22. Pretty good chance of dodging. Hopefully at least make a crack in the armor. A critical would be even better. Yeah. Still, took down half the health. Not bad.
Ready anytime.
Making that's not much damage, but hopefully that'll finish off the barrier.
I'm so sorry.
Good lad. Cool. Leonie. Would you like to get some revenge, my dear? Nice. Level 20! Bless.
So nice of you.
I think Theo wants it to. Yeah, Theo, go kill everything for me. But wait there. Combat art. Claude. My man. Ooh, can't kill him, but. Pretty low. Oh, he's using the crest, mind you. Nah, it's the healing one, isn't it? Yeah.
Not
Oh,
so
Cyril.
sure about this.
I should probably get Flame to heal you first.
That helps. Ready when you are.
Attack Iron Bow. He has a chance to miss. Please don't. I'll be very appreciative. Thank you.
That worked out.
Should we do that?
You never know.
Okay.
We need to wake him up out in the dark. He is asleep.
If you could call that sleeping. Buzzing. Okay, 17 times 2. Thank you, Court.
Shall we dance?
Ah!
It was a good try.
Will Theo land a critical? Probably. You just have to scream at the enemy now. Just be, oh shit, yep, no. We're sorry. We will leave you in peace. Do 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 do. Dear.
Let's get to it.
Alright, everybody, after Tomas, or Solon, or what his name is. Bring that fucker down. I should really get Byleth on the front lines first, shouldn't I? Dear. Like you say though, when they're asleep, when they're Brian in asleep, what you're really meant to do. Just sneak his dummies now. Silence, child. What is this guy carrying exactly? Banshee. I don't know what that does. Do I have anybody with that attack? No. This guy has an attack that I don't know, and it terrifies me. Hide in the bushes! Marianne, you definitely need to get up there. Raphael. Or Raphael, whatever you want to call him. Flane, you can move up. Ignatz, you could take a turn on the healing square. On the healy square. You can go up there, because why not? And Lysithia, you could go there, because why not? Ah, he's going to call his pedals. Oh, at least he's honest.
Even though an emotion like fear has no place inside me, that means you must be eliminated.
Hit 39.
I think not.
Thank you. Which HP has he got? 37, eh? Headshot. Claude can almost take him out by himself. If he gets a critical hit, he will.
I have no time to waste on the likes of you.
Yeah. Combat art, Sublime Heaven, Sublime Creative Sword. It only feels right.
To think that I would lose to mere beasts.
Do I look like a fucking beast to you? Well, in that regard. So, talking something about the person that played as you get.
Step forward.
I thought I gave it my all.
But this is not the end. Tullus will carry out our mission somehow.
There's another mage at the back there, I didn't even
This is still
realise.
far from over.
You will survive. This time. Ooh. That was a hell of a scrap, actually. Oh, even them little loading icons change.
Teach! We won! I'll be honest, when I lost sight of you, I broke into a cold sweat. But Gerald's killer is dead. All's well that ends well. You're kidding, right? I understood putting it off while we were in battle, but now that it's over, just go ahead and spit it out. That hair, those eyes, that unfathomable power. What happened out there? You mean to tell me that an entity who claims to be the goddess was living in your mind? And it's been that way since you were a baby? And this goddess entrusted all of her goddess-like power to you and then vanished?
Yep.
It's a difficult story to swallow, Teach. But the way you look now, I guess I've got no choice but to believe it. How could something like that happen? There must be a clue in Gerald's diary. If you believe the diary, there's a high possibility that Rhea did something to you when you were born. That's likely when all this began. What in the world happened to you as a baby? And what was Rhea after?
The cannon curve couple. Hey, I chipped it. It wasn't after Hilda.
Teach, what's the matter? Did you trip or... Wait, are you sleeping? This must be an effect of the goddess's power. I wonder if Teach's body can handle the strain. Think, Claude, what now?
That could go so many different directions.
Maybe Hilda can help carry her back? She'll complain, but she won't refuse.
In time's flow, see the glow of flames ever burning bright. On the swift rivers drift, broken memories alight. Professor, you must remain still.
Okay.
Everything
Where
is
am I?
all right. There is no need to worry. Those who are trying to harm you are far away.
I will read your thing in a minute, sorry Goku. I just feel like we need to stay a bit serious on this part.
How lovely it would be for this moment to last forever.
She's gonna end up being the mother or something, isn't she?
I wish I could hold on to this time we have stolen. That you and I could create a world without end. I have heard whispers of what happened to you. Your appearance. You have received power from the goddess. From the moment you took hold of the sword of the Creator, I prayed that one day the radiant power of Sothis, which bathes Fodlan in its celestial light, might reside within you. But you are so much more than the light. You are my... Close your eyes, dear one. Sleep just a while longer. I will be watching over you. Always. Always and forever.
Hey. Now the Yoku family, 2 parents and 3 kids. Well, it's time for the Yakuri to eat, and the kid got to the food first and began eating before the Yakuri were there. When the parents told them they need to wait, and the kid said first come first served. So the parents squished the kid. What the hell?
Throne of Knowledge. The northern lands are enveloped in a bitter cold, and frigid winds are carried across the sea to the south of Adrestia. When feather-white snow falls on Fodlan's locket, the fort looks as delicate as a pearl. However, beneath that snowy blanket, her throat is more treacherous than ever.
So, what do you think? It's a bloody good game. It's the first Fire Emblem game I've actually played, but I'm just trying to pick out bits and pieces of the story as I go along. Like I say, when it happened, I could tell Geralt was going to get killed. I was pissed off at the way he got killed, but I knew he was going to get killed. Oh, and I'm doing my best to pay attention to the story, but the parts when I play this game are always so far apart, I kind of forget things as we go.
Rhea, please talk to me. What are you hiding?
Fine, Seth, I'll show you my porn star.
What is the meaning of how that one looks? It is almost as though...
As I said, there is nothing of which to speak. For now. At the end of this month...
I read Gerald's diary. I happened upon it in his room.
What?
Is anybody gonna just leave his diary alone, or...?
In it, he stated the reason for his departure. The baby, thought to have died in the fire, has returned to us. Gerald realized that you had done something to the child and decided to flee. What did you do to that baby, Rhea? Nothing questionable, I should hope.
Setteth, enough. They will be here shortly. No more, I beg of you.
Now he's gonna
I will take our dear professor to the Holy Tomb. There, I should be able to see our dearest wishes to fruition. When I was young, I heard her voice there. I'm sure of it. You may enter. I have been awaiting your arrival, Professor. Now that you have received
I can now join the
sacred
cool
power
green hair
from the
gang.
goddess, there is somewhere you must pay a visit to at once. You must go to the Holy Tomb so that you may receive a divine revelation from the goddess.
I feel like we kind of already have.
The Holy Tomb is where the goddess sleeps. This monastery was originally built for the purpose of protecting that hallowed temple.
Only a select few know of it, but there is a legend about Seiros and the Holy Tomb. Saint Seiros, the first soul to be gifted power from the goddess, received her revelation there. She was told
Probably
that it
talking about
was her sacred
Sophis all the
duty to save the people of
I know she keeps calling the goddess
but
Seiros,
she
but
must
still.
use her power wisely in order to lead them.
I get feeling Seiros and Sophis are both the same person.
The words that were handed down
We're
to
told to
Seiros
get here
from
to
the
show him
goddess
some pictures.
will likely fall upon your ears as well.
Prepare yourself to go at once. There, may you find out why you were blessed with such power.
Looks like a fucking badass.
There will be a ceremony at the Holy Tomb. It is then that you will receive the goddess's revelation. You may share this mission with your students.
Sweet.
It is said that when Seiros received the revelation, she had holy warriors by her side protecting her. Your students, who have followed you and fought alongside you through the darkest of times, are well suited to stand by you for the ceremony. Of course, as the leader of the Church of Seiros, I will be by your side as
It's so
well.
long I'll need to find me. Yeah, no worries.
The occasion is too significant to be missed. Even if something were to happen, I am more than capable of protecting myself.
Much has changed, but your duty has not wavered. Steel your mind for the ceremony and prepare your students well.
Noted.
Rhea and Seteth were not their usual selves. What happened to teach that's questionable? And what really awaits at the Holy Tomb?
I love Claude. He's just constantly just trying to bloody poke his nose and shit and figure stuff
The way
out.
they were acting, I don't think they have any plans of sharing that information.
I will say I do prefer Byleth when she has a blue hair, but the green hair looks cool as well. It's Hilda's birthday! Okay, we've got to host a tea party for Hilda before we end this room. Pick a tea for my potential future lesbian wife.
Southern fruit blend.
Southern Fruit Blend. Hey y'all!
Thanks for inviting me. Whoa, you've got my favorite tea.
Favorite tea. Hell yeah. Offer some tea.
Wow, thanks.
Talk. Cute monks. So I'm not sure Hilda's a female marriage candidate. Okay. I'm gonna try, damn it. If not, I'll mod it myself. Cats. Oh! Who doesn't like cats?
No matter what happens in this crazy world, I know I'll be safe if I stay by your side.
I don't know what an admonish means, so nod. Okay. Perfect tea time. You could be a dog and cat person. I love both cats and dogs. I just like cats a little bit more. But that's because I like the way cats purr. So.
If you hear anything, it's not my stomach grumbling. Just so you
I think
know.
she is one candidate. Good, good.
No boring lectures, okay?
I can't promise anything. Okay, I think that's everything I could look at. Let's put that in my head. Do I actually have any gifts for you? I think 5-star. I got a 4-star.
You're sweet, thanks.
And give an alpha over, why not?
I love it! Thank you so much!
Oh, that's the grade, isn't it? You on the tree?
You're sweet, thanks.
No worries. What I was going to give you? Riding boots. Let's ancient coin. Traveling pitcher plant. Give it a sunflower, I guess.
You're sweet, thanks.
Give you a rose.
You're sweet.
Lily of the Valley.
You're sweet.
I won't give her an enemy.
You're sweet.
Cool. I guess that'd do for now.
Thanks for the tea. I hope you'll invite me again.
I probably should do that more often, actually. Maybe every time I actually explore the monastery. Nice. Hanneman's birthday. I guess the flowers. Not seen Hilda on the female Byleth list. God damn. Here's a Sophist and Awaken a Progenitor God's power. How do you obtain the certification for the Enlightened One class? Sweet.
What a strange feeling.
Okay, cool. As long as I get to keep my normal armor. Yeah, well, it's time to, on that note, it's time to save the game and raid out. I was meant to end stream half an hour ago, but my god, that battle took a while. Yeah, somebody else got 20. Leone! Can you go to the next stage of cavalry, can you? Paladin, that sounds badass. Only Eldegarde and Rayo are one of the options you can... Oh, what? I don't know. I'm still going to go after Hilda, because why not?
All that hard work's paid off.
She will love me and she will accept it! Okay. Right, yeah. Okay, now we're gonna save. Name is Raider. Let's see who it is about.